And welcome back to the family build series, part 2 of the Mirage 3 build. Intricate for a small plane, half a bit of building to do and repair management, but now it's down to put it together and paint it up. So without anything further, let's get into that. Alright, I'll grab some black, some silver, some metallic grey or iron. I'm going to get iron, which is the next one. And that's copper, that's bronze, smoke, gunmetal. That'll work. Silver, iron, which is gunmetal, silver, black, silver, light grey, seal light grey, sky grey. Will do nicely. Silver up underneath that, some black, some iron. Everything else is silver. Stitch up a bit of thing. I'll need some white as well for the instrument panel, and some sky or cockpit green. I'm going to use cockpit green for the ones I haven't made yet. So that ought to keep the brush going for a bit. Now, right, might give the nose section a rub in there. And there. Just remember that glue does not transition past the hole. Silly boy. Alright, we've had a run around with the sand around the blade, so we've that there, black dots, so that'll fill over with some paint, which will be great. Now the big test. Can we get this back in? Yeah, might be the go. Still could come up based on the the wing line. That could still come up a heap, that one. Let's give it some hick. Well, that filled in nicely in there. Got a massive gap down that side there, but that's only a gap because it's a gap. We can fix that. There, it is much bigger than I thought it was going to be, especially for a single seat, single engine fighter. Rub off some black off the cockpit while I was playing here, so we'll have to touch that up. All that centre line area. And up around the back here. Magic. Alright, time to let that configuration set. Okay, by the sound you can tell we're doing a little bit of air spraying. Not hair spraying, but air spraying. So we've got to do the bottom of that. Make sure I've got this dialed in, dial it down a fraction. Coming out nice and strong. Bring back the fuel tanks, give them another hit. Spray some colour. And these are the fuel tank plugs. Stick out from the wing a bit. Let's have another look at colour hit. Now, what colour's part of grey? Well, I can start one and follow, okay? Side. Over the top. Probably the spot I should have done last. Alright, there's all the undercarriage covers, semi-glossed, the fuel tanks, missiles on the side, and focused, and one grey-green Mirage with a gloss coat, bent, and two fuel tanks attached. That'll keep it off the ground. Right, we're just going to wait for that to dry. Here we go. We're going to have a shot at. I think I'll try some of these old school ones first and go underneath and see how well they do. Okay, they're moving and they're in one piece. Now, where are those friggin' air brakes? Old school or not? Well, they are old school, so but they probably want some of this on it. Okay. 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. Well, here we go, decal review time, and a little bit of white stuff there, don't know what, residue, it's good, so replacement one on that worked out alright, that sucked down nicely onto the raised heading. Good, right place, yep, good, oh, it still comes back, so that stuff must have, and those underneath ones there are nice, so, might be time to fit some feed on it. So, how easy is that in the uneven position. What have I got that I can jack it up with? That might work. Alright, now go back to the detail and find out which way, forward or backward, that flash sits. Forward. So if that be the case, and the wheels poke out, dump him in the pond, put him Right, don't try and force the dog home, Debbie. Bring it back because of the wheel. Would not have looked like it was going to close. Now it does. Tops, wheels will give it clearance as it would. There she be. Love it. You put a dab of lubricant down the throat of the wheel. Good. That stuff still tacky too. I should have used super glue. How are these things? Roquettes. Done now. Ducky. A little bit out of the front of that. Give it a dab in the hole. Call that a rocket. Placed. So it will go up there, so it does. Designed to rest on there as well. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Should be good. Okay, we have an aircraft that needs, oh, don't put your fingers on the sides, okay, that needs a matte coat. I can't do that until those things are dry. So best thing I can do is work on the cockpit, which is a little bit of paint work, and it's going to be NATO green, I think. In the cradle, nose tube on, redone those again. So don't have any spare now, so remember, don't touch the decals of these particular types of decals that are printed out for Civics until you got the matte coat on. So yep, that there matte coat, and then we just got to put the upright part of the canopy and the front part of the canopy down on the mat. So it's almost complete and ready for a film around. Alright, one matte coat delivered after we had a major issue taking it down to the workshop, and then it fell, it moved, and I crushed out about 16 parts all come off from underneath. Snapped the wheel, dropped the flaps, the landing bay covers, one rocket, one main fuel tank. I just love it. Okay, and along the side here, get rid of some of the fingerprint marks. Right, you go there. You actually do go there. Save on downward pressure. We will save on downward pressure by doing this. Goes out a bit further. Tail, wheel, nose. Just saved my tail wheel from being destroyed, my nose wheel, sorry, from being destroyed. Alright, let's give it a zap. Now it looked like the glue went down the line. Right, balance. The downward pressure. Check alignment. Now the hard part. Should have a little bit of meat right there, I reckon. Has to sit up sort of like that. How long it stays up there is another question, but that's a yes. Okay, so we've got him. Got him beat, got him done, got him. On Mirage 111. Careful. Yeah, that's good. Just looked like he was a bit imbalanced there, one higher than the other, but not the case. Excellent. Photos to come.